Hello, everyone. Not just some, but everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the Questions Only podcast,
where we just kind of answer your questions.
I'm your host, Mason Beals.
And I'm your other host, Sam Beals.
Who has apparently been drinking.
Just a little bit.
So basically, we're just answering questions. We're two brothers.
I like to sleep.
I like to shake my leg from anxiety.
Oh, I like to watch The Office.
I like to... Wow, what do I like to do? I like to play video games, but that's not really specific to me, though.
No.
I mean, watching The Office isn't specific to you either.
No.
The internet and the world is chock full of questions, and so we are here to answer them to the best of our abilities, which is the worst of some others' abilities.
Ooh. Decently said. Just like all of our answers are going to be.
Thank you, Sam. Here's a good question. This one comes from Tana, somebody that I met on a film set. She commented on the Facebook status that I put out. Juice with or without ice? I know my answer.
I'm going to say it depends. I'm sorry. But if I'm just thirsty, right, and not just trying to relax, just have a little drink, clink, clink, then no ice. Because ice keeps me from chugging. So without ice,
So then the opposite of that, if you're like...
If I'm just sitting down on the couch, if I'm just watching a show, I don't want my drink to go by too fast. Few ice cubes.
Few ice cubes?
Few ice cubes to keep it too cool for me to drink and for these objects in my drink.
I like to imagine that sometimes you drink, like you're just so excited to drink that you just guzzle down 3 big fucking ice cubes and you start choking. And then you're choking, but then you're like, I know I just have to wait this out.
Yeah.
Because my body's going to sort all this for me just real quick.
Because I have a warm body and they're cold ice cubes.
Yeah. A nice warm throat to solve your problems. Is lemonade juice or is it its own drink?
Ooh, I'm going to say it's its own drink because when I think of like juice.
Well, yeah, because it could be like lemonade is made from lemon juice.
Yeah, more of like orange juice, right? Like fresh squeezed orange juice, great, you know? Fresh squeezed lemon juice.
A cooking ingredient.
Completely different.
Okay, so lemonade is... But then you could just look at it, lemonade is just the proper lemon juice. Well, I guess, if it's just for... Okay, yeah. Lemonade, ice, sure, no problem. But that's because it's its own drink.
Yep.
But all other juices, apple juice, orange juice, grape juice...
Ooh, no, a lot of those.
Can you imagine putting ice cubes in orange juice?
Ooh, no. No, that's so bad.
No. Here's a question for you off of my head. Pulp or no pulp?
Pulp.
Pulp?
Yeah.
How much? If you say mid pulp, you're a pussy.
Yeah, no, I would do a good amount of pulp.
Okay.
Fuck it, no, low pulp.
Okay.
Low pulp keeps it still chuggable.
You're just worried about a pulp buildup in your throat?
Yeah. Then I have to turn the garbage disposal on, which is just me gargling.
No, you just sick.
Oh.
Should we get that GIF?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
All right, so low pulp. I would say no pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the point. So, the philosophy question for this week. This episode. Is there a meaning to life? If so, what is it?
I want to put a specification.
Okay.
Is this meaning to each individual life, or is this meaning to human life on Earth?
Why don't we talk about both?
Okay. Each individual life, I think that you have to give yourself meaning, you know? You have to give your life a purpose. You have to have certain goals that you want to accomplish. And however much you want that to affect people in the future once you're gone, then that's how much meaning life has to it, you know?
Okay.
If you have a lasting effect.
Yeah. You're saying that some lives have more meaning than others.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you create more meaning in your life, then yes.
Okay. Would you say then that's the meaning overall to all life then?
Yeah.
If that has to do with every single person, that's the overall meaning of life.
Yeah. I guess a more personal one would be,
Yeah.
what are you living for, really?
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to
So
think
you
of.
look at it sort of the sense, you're definitely not looking at there's this grandiose sort of meaning
Yeah, no.
overall. Like, our meaning here is to leave the earth a better place than when we left it.
Yeah. Nope.
Or than we
started
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it a better place than when we came into this world.
Yes.
You don't think that's the meaning to life?
No, because
So you
some
mean
people...
you think that somebody's life. So you're saying sort of some people's life means something more, just sort of depending on the impact that they had on the world.
Yes.
This is kind of a strange poll, but would you say Osama bin Laden had a bigger meaning than a lot of other people?
Yeah. Because his...
Gotcha. Racist. No.
I was going to say...
You hate America.
I was going to say, like, actually, like, Hitler.
Yeah.
He had, like, his personal meaning in life, was to do horrible, horrible things.
Okay.
So he wasn't trying to better the earth. Well, I mean, in his eyes he was, but I mean, he wasn't. Like, that's bad.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. Sam's seal of approval. Hitler was bad.
Yep.
Go on.
America.
Okay, so you're sort of, and I see, like, I think that's interesting because I haven't looked at it in that sort of way that meaning doesn't necessarily connotate something positive or negative.
Yeah,
It
no.
just means your purpose here.
Yes. Yep.
And some people's purpose in life is just evil.
Yep.
Because when you think of meaning and purpose, it feels like this big, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But like, you think about supervillains, you think about villains, you think about real evil people as well. It's like
Yeah.
they think that their purpose is to accomplish their goal,
Yeah.
which is a lot of the time not good. I was listening to a podcast and it was talking about, bombers in like World War II, Japanese
Oh, yeah.
kamikaze pilots.
Kamikaze.
Yeah, they, all of that was volunteer.
Yeah.
Like every single pilot was a volunteer pilot. Nobody
Yeah.
was forced to be a kamikaze. So you think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was another study shown that those pilots weren't suicidal. Like
Yeah.
they didn't have the suicidal tendencies and mindsets. It had a lot to do with just their passion and devotion, and they believe
Yeah.
that was their purpose. So yeah, that's interesting. I haven't ever looked at it in that sense that, meaning and purpose does not mean something good or bad. It just means meaning and purpose. All right, should we answer a question from our good old older brother, Austin?
Sure.
Awesome. Austin handed us a bunch of good questions. I just read this one. I really like it. If you could live 50 years inside of any fictional world, Hogwarts, Narnia, Star Wars, etc., and then return to the present moment as if no time had passed, where would you want to spend that time? 1 second. Before we get into this, I just want to say we want these questions.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a
if you-
good question.
I'm not saying the other questions we got. I love most of all the questions. I'm not going to say all of them, but I love most of all the questions we received. I like questions like these. Just saying.
Yes. Would we be like one of the main characters? So
Yes.
say like Hogwarts, we have those
Yes.
powers.
I'm going to go ahead and say not Hogwarts because like those kids are going to die like almost every day. There's
That's
a
true.
giant snake in the basement. There's a three-headed dog in the other basement, I guess. There's
Yeah.
like dragons that are just like tiny little dragons in a bag that you pull out. There's a
Yeah.
talking hat. Fuck that.
Yeah. No, I was down with everything else, but I mean,
The talking hat is what threw
Like-
you over the edge.
yeah, accessories
That speak.
that speak and judge me.
But I mean, there's like werewolves and like
That shit's cool. Accessories,
they like
articles
kill
of
people.
clothing
Uh-huh.
that judges me while I
Yeah.
wear it.
True, yeah. That says a lot. That's the reason why I'm afraid of it. You put that on your head and it just goes, "You suck."
Like, okay.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Hufflepuff, fuck you. Okay, so I'm saying not Hogwarts. Clearly. Not the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay, he says we will live 50 years.
Oh, 50 years? I mean, if I could have just superpowers in, like, Marvel,
Uh-huh.
then that's amazing. I would love that.
Yeah. But there's specific characters already in that universe.
Yeah.
That are
I would be
established.
like, whatever superpowers fit Me.
Okay. With the power of sleeping. Okay. So you say Marvel. I think that's fine. I think sure you should be able to get a couple of superpowers, or you'd be super intelligent. You can make some shit and you can become a spy or whatever the fuck. You know?
Sure.
I would think that would be pretty sweet, but I kind of like Hogwarts though. Oh, I know. Fallout.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
I would want to be in the Fallout universe because, and again, this is if I was, well, actually that would probably suck.
Yeah, there'd be no
Okay,
amenities.
here's the thing. If it was like the video game and it was as easy as the video game and I actually got to go and just shoot and stuff and I can heal myself and if I die I respawn, like if it was a video game world. And I think that's fair.
Well, you don't die and respawn, but you're guaranteed to live 50 years. Then you come back here.
Yes. I think if you're able to die and respawn. I think you
Sure.
should be able to die and respawn.
Yeah.
Sort of at will. Like I'm
Yes.
living in the world and the rules of this world, which happens to be a video game world.
Okay. There's no toilet paper. And if there is,
Oh, there's toilet
it's
paper. I find it.
radiated. And you're wiping your butt.
And I turn into a super mutant. I live 50 years as a super mutant. Cool. This is a different life. Awesome.
Okay.
But then the rest of the time, I'm just shooting stuff and going on quests and stuff. I'm going to go with Fallout. Even
Okay.
though, obviously, it's not the most pristine world. I think that would just be fun. And I've wanted to do it.
Okay.
Okay, great. I think we definitely answer that question to the best of our abilities.
Yep.
Zing, pop, pow.
Sing pop pow.
That's my catchphrase. Okay, great. I think that will do us for this episode.
Oh,
How are you feeling about this episode?
great.
You have got to give a question of the week
Oh,
right on the spot. Okay,
Shoot. Don't count me down yet.
I'm going to count you down very slowly. 3, 2, 1.
How do you have your hands on the steering wheel when you drive?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So if you want to answer that on the video version, the 10-minute video version of this, go ahead and do that. For the audio listeners, just a heads up, there is a 10-minute video version if you want to just watch those, if you only have the time for that.
You know, people who are watching, there's a
full-length
Full-length
podcast.
podcast.
We'll obviously attach to the link for that.
Yep.
If you want to send us in any questions or you want to answer any of the questions, Sam, what email can they shoot us?
questions only at inbox. Nope. questions only inbox at gmail.com.
Awesome. Yeah, just do either subject line, question or answer, or question and answer.
Or you're wrong. One of those things.
We'll take
you know.
those,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna love them.
Yeah,
and we're
and
gonna
if we-
cherish them, and we're gonna grow them like they were our own hate mail.
Yeah. And hey, there's a chance we might say on our podcast.
Yeah, maybe we'll create a mailbag portion, and we will read it off.
Yep.
Sound like fun?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's MasonBeals97. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @BealsMason. I also have a YouTube channel as well. That is where I make short films and talk about movies and shit and stuff. That is called Pineapple Flavored Productions. If you want to go there and follow that shit, boy.
Yeah. If
Sam,
it feels like that's your purpose in life.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Sam, where can they find you?
On Instagram, they can find me at Sam the Bealsman. They can also find my office meme page, which is Blind Guy McSqueezy.
I'm Mason Beals.
I'm Sam Beals.
Y'all stay questionable.